Okay, let's work this one through together. I'm going to think through this as you watch this video. Okay, we have the function h that models a periodic phenomenon. The maximum value is 8. So, okay, that means that wherever our midline is, we'll have a minimum and a maximum. And this maximum line will be 8, okay? Which occurs when t is 0, okay? So it occurs right up here. By the way, I'm already feeling pretty confident that's cosine, because remember, cosine looks like this. And I can see there's no shifts in option A, B, C, or D, horizontal shifts. So I'm going to immediately cross out option A and also option B. Okay, so at t equals 0, I get an answer of 8. So let's try option C. I have 3.5 times the cosine of, okay, when I plug in t equals 0, 0 times pi over 12 is 0. And I am looking here right now, okay? So I'm going to get, I just want to go back here and read this here, which occurs at times 0. So I want to get an answer of 8. And I'm trying to see what is the difference between those two. Okay, well, when the cosine is 0 on the unit circle, when we're at 0, the cosine is 1. So this is 3.5 times 1 plus 4.5. 3.5 and 4.5 gives you 8. So that's a possible choice. But then I'm looking down below. It says for t's between 0 and 24, which is the following. Okay. And let's see, it says the period is every 12 hours. So this is saying within 2 cycles. Okay, so I have another way to check this. When I plug in, so when we make this, right, we know that 1 cycle is 12. 1 cycle is 12. How do I know that? Because it says the period is 12 and they want us to go 2 cycles. So at 12, if this is the case, and we're using the cosine function to model this, at t equals 0 and t equals 12 and t equals 24, I'd be at a high point. So I'm going to try plugging in 12 and still see if I get an output of 8, which is at maximum. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to have 3.5 times the cosine of pi over 12 times 12 plus 4.5. Okay, well the 12s will be simplified, and now I'm going to do the same thing I did right here. So I'm going to go, what is the cosine at pi? Well, the cosine at pi is -1. So this would give me -1 times 3.5. Well, -3.5 plus 4.5, that does not equal 8. I can eliminate option C. Let's now try and use the red. Okay, so let's do this right here just to make sure I'm feeling confident with my answer. So when I plug in 0, again, we already know that from here, right? I get an answer of 8. Why? Because cosine at 0 is 1, 3.5 times 1 is 3.5, plus 4.5 is 8. Okay, good. But both of these would equal 8 when I plug in 0. So then I had to find another way to differentiate. How can I also figure out when we get to the next maximum? And again, every period is 12. So here's 1 cycle. When I plug in 12, I should also get 8. Let's try it. Where do I have any space? Let me just erase a few things here. And see if I can switch up the color, and maybe that will help. Okay, let's try. 3.5 times the cosine of pi over 6. Again, I'm going to try 12 plus 4.5. Oh, this is going to be the answer, okay, because these simplify to 2. So I'm asking myself, what is a cosine of 2 pi? It's the same as the cosine of 0. It's a 1. So this is equivalent, when I plug in 12, t equals 12, I get 1. 1 times 3.5 is 3.5, plus 4.5 gives you an output of 8. And that's why I achieve an answer of D.